It's not uncommon to see protesters at Seattle City Council meetings, but local leaders say this group of activists crossed the line.
What?
The president has asked the meeting to come to order, and order has not been restored.
What?
And once cleared, the meeting will continue in session.
Our job is to get the business of the people done. And we cannot allow for disruptions that prevent that from happening.
Disruptions that Council President Sarah Nelson is all too familiar with. Nelson says similar outbursts were frequent during the last group of council members. Some of them even encouraged the acts.
It was frustrating that meetings were so unruly that people in the audience were booing and shouting down other public commenters. That's disrespectful, that's wrong, and that's not going to happen.
Security, would you please clear the room?
Now with the new council on the
Security?
table, these elected leaders
What?
show there's no room or tolerance for disorder.
I will have those people removed for disruptive behavior. We can't have that because I don't want people to feel intimidated from coming to council and voicing their thoughts and concerns.
Dozens of people filled council chambers Tuesday protesting for better funding and housing.
What? It's your boy Ace. Thank you for tapping in. It's WHAAT TV. Now we're back, man. We hope you're good and all right and ready to tap in. Today we're looking at Seattle, man. Today we're looking at Seattle. So you heard a little bit of the story, and now we have migrants in Seattle that are demanding proper home and shelter. Demanding. They're showing up to city council and they're saying that their housing situation is not good because they're intense. They demand heat. So have y'all ever wondered where the heck are some of the migrants going to that have been coming from California? Some of them are going to Portland, Seattle. But Seattle is not a sanctuary city. They don't even have the funding. Seattle is going through a drug crisis right now as we speak with the opioids. And now we have migrants demanding better shelter. Haven't they heard that we have veterans here and citizens here who need shelter right now? I mean, let me know your thoughts, people. Should they be able to demand? We told y'all, listen, we told y'all WHAAT TV. We already told y'all these people are going to be in an uproar like we see in New York if they're not able to get jobs, and if the Fed and people are not fast enough to approve their working permits. We are going to have issues, man. We are going to have issues. Let us know your thoughts. Tap in with us. Let's run a little bit of this story because they're showing up, banging on the glass, about to start a whole purge because they demand better housing. Let's run it.
Better funding and housing for asylum seekers. But the council meeting got out of hand when activists repeatedly interrupted public comment, shouting, refusing to leave chambers, and banging on glass windows.
The building includes 100.
President, I'm going to take a point of personal privilege and request that we have police response. Our physical safety is being threatened by the actions of the demonstrators outside banging on the windows, which could easily get broken, and we will have a mob scene.
Nelson
What?
fully supports the right to free speech, which council does allow time.
They showing up demanding better housing condition. They want heat, running out these tents. They probably heard that New York migrants are getting credit cards. They're like, what's up? Where's our credit cards at? They're hearing about New Yorkers, migrants. They're in the Roosevelt Hotel. They want to stay at the plush hotel out in Seattle. Let us know your thoughts.
for during public comment to exercise that right. But she says if protesters think they can come in and disrupt meetings like they did before, Nelson suggests they think again.
My overall vision as a leader, as council president, is to bring us back to some principles of good governance.
And Seattle police removed and arrested 6 people from Chambers on Tuesday. Officials say at least one of those cases is currently being reviewed by the Seattle City Attorney's Office. Reporting live in Seattle, Frankie Thompson, Fox 13 News.
Wild. Things that make you go what, people? Things that make you go what? I mean, 6 people were arrested. These migrants are willing to go down. And that's why I'm trying to tell y'all, what TV, we the best. We've been trying to tell y'all we need ICE. Because if people are getting arrested, migrants getting arrested, they just get released the next day. And they come out demanding still. Let me know your thoughts, man.
Huddled together outside a hotel in Tukwila, some refugees seeking a safer life in the U.S. wore nothing on their feet but flip-flops in near-freezing temperatures.
So for the love of God, please hear us.
But they braved the elements alongside advocates to call on the state, county, and feds to fund more immediate shelter, long-term housing, and help finding work and health care.
And we say justice for all the Tukwila refugees. And we say justice, and we need permanent solutions now.
Excuse me? What? Did they just say they need permanent solutions right now? Listen, sweetheart, I know about 4 or 5, listen, I can name a couple people who need help right now. So if you're trying to tell me that people could just cross our borders and just start demanding help a couple months in, listen, we got something else to tell you right now, because I'm pretty sure you listening right now, you know there's somebody out right there right now that needs help themselves to get on their feet, and they could demand permanent assistance on housing. Come on, man. Things that make you say what, man? Seattle, y'all really out here pushing this? If we can get these people working papers, that's something else. But to demand housing while we got veterans waiting, we got citizens out here poor waiting on housing. People with children, there's young single mothers out there waiting with children. And you're out here demanding, and you've been here for 6 to 8 months.
We need permanent solutions now.
Riverton Park United Methodist Church has been sheltering refugees for months, at one point around 400. King County says it's put $3 million towards housing 304 people in around 100 hotel rooms, contracting with Thrive International to facilitate moves. The Department of Community and Human Services began moving people in mid-November, prioritizing pregnant people and families with young children. But the church says there are still hundreds in need. Donations paid for many of them to stay in hotels during severe weather, but that is set to end. And refugees who spoke up today don't want to return to the camp.
With the extreme cold, we were brought here to better conditions, but now they want to put us back in those conditions that were not good.
They say sleeping outside, they were exposed to cold, rain, bugs, and illness, that it was tough to do schoolwork or get sleep, and that they need help finding work and taking care of medical needs.
We believe that the state of Washington, the city of Tukwila, and the government of the United States are able to help us, and we're really asking for that. We're asking for a safe, a long-term, and sanitary housing.
And a spokesperson for the governor's office says that it is working to secure more funding for programs supporting refugees and asylum seekers in the state of Washington, but that funding would not come through until this summer. It's also working as a partner on other efforts with the county and trying to kind of address these issues, Joyce.
And Erica, if people want to help right now, what can they do?
Well, the group that we spoke with this morning, they're working on setting up an organization, and they're hoping to receive some funds directly. The church is also accepting donations for all of the work that it is doing here. But again, what they're asking for is some more permanent solutions and resources.
Again, y'all, if y'all want to help, go check out Seattle, the church, search for it, and you'll be able to help fund the churches that's trying to help these people. We'll try to find that link and put it in the description. Again, if you're trying to help. If you're on the other side of things and believe that we need to close the border right now, because the more people that we let in the border, is just going to be more people that's going to be feeling a sense of entitlement. Because they're going to demand housing, man, proper housing. People deserve proper housing. But the more and more people that we let in, that's going to be the more poor people that we have to give housing to. And of course, we know many citizens and veterans who have went out there and have actual bullets fly by their face. They went in treacherous situations, left their family for a couple months, years, just to fight for this country. And they, too, are searching for housing. So if we have people who have fought for our country and our vets, come on, man. We can't put these people before our vets and citizens who've been here. We have single mothers who's struggling right now. And then people who come here for 8 months to a year are demanding. They have to have understanding. All right? Either that or they could go back and work things out back out home. Let me know your thoughts. People in Seattle, tap in with us. Let us know how it is out there, man. If you're having it hard out there, or if any violence or anything, any insight that y'all could give, how we can help, any information, Seattle, tap in. We on you, Seattle. Tap in, tap in, tap in. Again, we will be hosting Super Tuesdays and streaming and keeping y'all updated, because we can't just cover these stories and not pay attention to the voting. All right, so we pushing y'all to vote, and we're gonna be paying attention to it a little bit, giving y'all a little sauce, a little flavor. So y'all can check out Super Tuesdays with us, tap in with us, have some jokes, have some laughs, and stream with us. So look forward to that. Thank you. Peace.